Hello students, today we are going to do chapter number 2.5 from unit number 2, which goes by the name The Happy Prince. This is a story written by the famous writer Oscar Wilde, who used to write wonderful stories for children. Now let's start reading the chapter The Happy Prince. The statue of the Happy Prince stood high above the city. It was covered with gold. Its eyes were bright blue jewels, and a red jewel hung from its waist. Everyone thought it was very beautiful. "Why aren't you like the Happy Prince?" mothers said to their little boys when they cried. Sad men looked at the statue and said, "I am glad that someone in the world is happy." So you see, the first paragraph gives the description of the Happy Prince. He was all covered with pieces of gold, and his eyes were bright blue jewels. What do you mean by jewel? Jewel is a precious stone. Precious stones of different colors, blue, green, are used, many times in jewelry, watches, so on and so forth. So here, his eyes were made from blue jewels and a red jewel hung from his waist. So it looked very beautiful with all gold and the jewels on his body. And throughout his life, he had been happy because he had never known any sadness. He was always taken care of. So the mothers, when they used to be bugged with their crying children, they used to say to their boys, "Why aren't you like the Happy Prince?" Means always happy. And even the sad men looking at the Happy Prince statue used to feel, oh, someone at least is happy, because they were not happy. Let's read ahead. One night a little swallow flew alone over the city. His friends had gone away, but he had stayed behind for 6 weeks. "Where can I stay tonight?" he thought. Then he saw the statue. "I will stay there," he thought. "It is high up, so there is plenty of fresh air." He landed between the feet of the Happy Prince. "I have a golden bedroom," he thought. But as he put his head under his wing, a large drop of water fell on him. He looked up. "That is very strange," he thought. "There is not a cloud in the sky, but it is raining." Then another drop fell. "I cannot stay on a statue that does not keep me dry," he thought. "I must find another place." And he decided to fly away. But as he opened his wings, a third drop fell. He looked up and saw. What did he see? The eyes of the Happy Prince were full of tears. Tears rolled down his golden face. The face was very beautiful in the moonlight, and the swallow felt very sorry for him. So you see, these paragraphs make it clear that a little swallow is a little bird, flew over the city, and he was alone. Generally these birds fly together. But his friends, the other birds, had already gone ahead, and they had gone to Egypt, as we can come to know ahead in the chapter. And he was searching for a place to stay. Then he looked at the statue and decided that it is very, very good to be here near the statue. The reason was that it was very high up, since it was mounted on a column, and he decided that there will be plenty of fresh air. And he was very happy to have a golden bedroom. What is a golden bedroom? Since he had decided to stay near the statue of the Happy Prince, as we have already read that the prince statue was made from gold. So he settled near the feet of the Happy Prince. But as he was about to sleep, a large drop of water fell on him, and then he was surprised. Why was he surprised? Because generally when it rains, it is cloudy. If you look up in the sky, it is cloudy and then it starts raining. But here he says there is no cloud, and then how come it is raining? And not only first, second, third drops started falling. And then he decided enough is enough. I cannot stay near a statue who cannot keep me dry. So he decides to fly away and find another place. But as he looks up at the face of the statue, he is, surprised because he sees something there. What does he see? That the eyes of the happy prince were actually full of tears. In the night, his beautiful face had tears rolling down, and looking at the prince, the swallow felt very, very bad. Swallow felt very sorry for him. "Who are you?" asked the bird. "I am the happy prince." "Then why are you crying?" "I am wet with your tears." "When I was alive," said the prince, "I had a heart like every other man, but I did not know what tears were. I lived in a palace where there was no sadness. In the daytime, I played with my friends in a beautiful garden, and in the evening, I danced. There was a high wall round the garden, but I did not know what lay on the other side. So I was called the happy prince. I was pleased with my little world. Now I am dead, and they have put me up here. I can see all the unhappiness of my city. My heart now is made of a cheap metal, but even that poor heart can feel, and so I cry." "Oh," said the swallow to himself, "he is not only gold on the outside." So here there is a conversation between the bird and the happy prince. Bird asks him, "Who are you?" He says, "I am happy prince," and then he goes on to explain why he is called as happy prince. Because when he was alive, he had led his life inside a palace which was, covered with a wall all round. And inside the palace, he never knew any sadness. He played with friends, danced, and made merry. That was a completely different world, and he never knew what happened outside that wall. When he was dead, and now that he has been put up on a pillar, now he can see the other side of the coin. He can see the unhappiness in his city. And that's why, even when his heart is made of cheap metal, he is feeling bad, and the condition, the misery, the sadness of his people is making him cry. When he says all these things, the swallow thinks that he is not only gold on the outside, meaning what? He has good feelings and good nature inside. That means he is a person who has got golden heart. Means not literally made of metal, but having good feelings for the unhappy people. Now let's read ahead. "Far away from here," said the happy prince in a low voice, "there is a poor house in a little street. Through an open window I can see a woman at a table. Her face is very thin and she has rough red hands. She is making a dress for one of the queen's ladies for a dance in the palace. Her little boy is lying on a bed in the corner of a room. He is very ill. He is crying because she can only give him water from the river. Little bird, will you take my red jewel to her? I cannot move from here." "My friends are waiting for me in Egypt," said the swallow. Little bird," said the prince, "please stay. The boy is crying and his mother is so unhappy." The happy prince looked very sad, and the little swallow was sorry for him. "It is very cold here," he said, "but I will stay with you for one night. Tomorrow I will take the jewel." So, from the reading that has been done, we come to know that the happy prince is really feeling bad for the mother, whom he can see from where he is standing. Now, his problem is he wants to help, but he cannot move as he is standing on the pedestal. He is fixed there. So he feels bad for the mother, who is working hard. As we can see that she has got rough and red hands and she is making a dress, and her little boy, her son, is ill. The happy prince feels bad because the son cannot get anything apart from river water. The mother doesn't have money to give anything to him. So he says, requests to the little bird, the swallow, to take the red jewel from his waist, as he cannot move. So he says, little bird, please take this jewel to the mother. So the swallow says, my friends are waiting for me in Egypt and here it is too cold. But still, when happy prince persists and tries to persuade, he agrees. He says, okay, I will stay here one night, and tomorrow I'll take the jewel to that lady. Thank you, little bird, said the prince. So the swallow took the great red jewel from the prince's waist and flew away with it over the roofs of the town. He passed the palace and heard the sound of dancing. The bird passed over the river and flew and flew. At last he came to the poor little house and looked inside. The boy was lying on the bed. The mother was asleep. She was so tired, he flew in and put the great red jewel on the table. Then he flew round the bed, moving the air around the boy's face with his wings. Oh, said the boy, my face does not feel so hot. I think I am getting better. And he fell asleep. Then the swallow flew back to the happy prince. It is strange, the swallow said. It is very cold, but I feel quite warm. That is because you have done a good thing, said the prince. The little swallow fell asleep. So you see, now the next day, the swallow has taken the red jewel from prince's waist and passes over the roofs of the town and flies and flies, and then at last he reaches the little house, and where he can see the boy is lying on the bed and mother is asleep. She is so tired, she does not, because she has been working. Where she is sleeping, there the red jewel is kept on the table, and then the swallow goes near the boy and just flaps his wings, so that the air around the boy's face moves and he feels little good, and falls asleep. Then he starts getting a feeling that he is getting better. Then the swallow comes back to the happy prince and says that it is very cold, but I am feeling quite warm. To that the prince says, the warmth that you are getting is the warmth of a good deed done. You are feeling good because you have done a good thing, and in that happiness, in that warmth, the little swallow falls asleep. Let's continue reading ahead. When the day came, the swallow flew down to the river for a bath. A clever man saw him. That is very unusual, he said. That kind of bird here in winter. I must write that down. I will go to Egypt tonight, thought the swallow. When the moon came up, he flew back to the happy prince. Can I do anything for you in Egypt? He said. Little bird, said the prince, will you stay with me for one more night? So you see, one clever man finds it unusual that a swallow bird can be seen here in winter, because generally these birds migrate to warmer place as they cannot bear that kind of winter. So he says that I will make a note of it, that how come this bird is found here in winter. Then the swallow says that I will go to Egypt tonight. And then he goes to happy prince and asks him if he can do anything for him in Egypt. Here again the prince requests him to stay with him for one night. What happens ahead, whether the swallow waits for him or goes away, we'll find out in the next video.